Welcome to your best post show ever, brought to you by Twisted Tea. Yeah. A few fans are able to get. I don't have one, Mitch.
We need to get a Twisted Tea for you, boss.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wow. This is the 6-pack sling you could have gotten if you subscribed to the magazine last year. We need to bring this back. I'm telling the RacerXbrand.com merch people to bring this one back. All right, so I got Mitch Kendra here. Mitch, thank you. Got Kellen Brauer. You already opened yours. Wild day of racing today because it was the first. I didn't realize this. The first American to win this year, because it's a non-Lawrence winner with Haiden Deegan. Hunter Lawrence goes down. The Honda guys are right in front of us. He's going to be okay, I think, long-term. But the first miss for Lawrence this year, but it's not really Hunter's fault, but it did happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it comes after he finally gets that elusive first moto victory. It's like, oh, the breakthrough has happened. Is he going to go 1-1 today? And then, bam, down in the first corner right away. So unfortunate that it goes that way, but obviously the fans here love seeing Deegan on top, another American victory in front of this crowd. It doesn't get much better for them.
Mitch, you're out on the track, shooting some photos, hanging out. Do you notice, first of all, by the second motos, they're just cheering nonstop for everything. But then also Deegan winning, that was popular.
Yeah, and then one thing to think about, too, is this is where Jett ran into trouble last year in the 250 moto. Remember, his bike expired, opens the door for Journet win his first career moto and first career overall. Kind of similar, I mean, not situation, obviously, an arm injury for Hunter expected, but, you know, he had the crash, and then it opened the door for Deegan for another first-time winner here. So Lawrence brothers kind of have that maybe love-hate relationship with RedBud so far. But, yeah, fans were cheering all the way around the track. You know, Sexton was back, local boy. Everybody was cheering for him. I think at the end of the day, people are – maybe they had a couple of Twisted Teas. They're just cheering for nobody, everybody every single person, high-fiving us, high-fiving anybody. But, yeah, it was an awesome, great day of racing. It was a little rainy at some point. The weather held off. It ended up getting a little hot. So the riders had to deal with that a little bit. But, yeah, it ended up being awesome racing, both classes. Time Masterpool, some guys really shuffling it up there again.
And, look, Mitch is a bit of a Levi Kitchen guy. Your guy got it done in Moto 2.
He always says, I mean, every rider says, if I get a start, it can happen. How many times has he gotten a start and got a podium finish? You know, Southwick, he was up front last year with Jett, got second place. His Thunder Valley Moto win, he gets a start. Today, gets a start again. Yes, we kind of talked a bit about that, and maybe, you know, I was like, hey, is it the greats? And he said he's just a little bit inconsistent. He was getting there with Supercross, just has to work on a couple things. But yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody says get a start, you win. He can be that guy if he gets a start. So, like I said, we picked it up at Supercross. We'll see if he can continue this momentum. And like I said, Southwick, he got second last year behind Jett, was hounding him for the first part, but then he ended up getting hurt later that week. So we didn't get to see how that played out. So maybe this year he finishes the season strong.
Okay, yeah, because it's wide open. Hunter's going to be back, but the points are a lot closer than they were. We'll get to some post-race sound from our top 250 riders, and we'll break it down a little bit more. I got all my fans here. Can you guys cheer real quick? There we go.
Oh, yeah, definitely sweet to get my first overall at RedBud. And, man, it needed to happen. We needed to put American back on top, and we were able to do that at RedBud in front of the fans. Actually, 3 Americans. Levi, Justin, podium sweep with the Star guys, so that's sick. And, yeah, last lap, I was just thinking I have to hit the leap and do a fist bump for the crowd, so did it.
The result doesn't show the speed that you had today, but second moto a lot better, right?
Yeah, right. I had some crash in first moto. I had a collision with another rider at like 3 or 4. Was tough. Like I was feeling good, and just that crash made me. I was 6, 7. I came back to I think I was 5th or 6th, and then I had another crash with a lapper actually on the start. So ended up 9th first moto. The speed was good. I was happy with the speed, but too many mistakes. And second moto was way better. I was in the rhythm. I was 3rd and passed Haiden. Two laps to go, I think. So it was nice. I had a great feeling with the bike and feel like I'm getting a little bit in the rhythm. And I think for the next few races, I will be there hopefully tomorrow and fight for the win or podium for sure.
Yeah, no, I after the first one, I was pretty disappointed because I was like, damn, you know, I didn't do my hair for nothing. So I got it to a good start and got a good moto win in the second one. So yeah, no, I was stoked, and I just wanted to do something different. Bring some personality into the sport and, yeah, just have some fun.
In the mix all day long, but then probably not the results I guess you wanted at the end, but speed-wise, like right there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 6'6" on the day for 6th. Big consistent guy, but not consistently good enough. I'm okay with the day. I'm definitely wouldn't say I'm happy with it. I want to be on the podium. I know I can be on the podium. I got the strength to be on the podium. I got the riding ability to be on the podium. I just need to put everything together. I feel like there's a couple things we need to work on the bike. I feel like my gearing's a little off for the start, which is huge in this class right now because we're so close. I feel like it works good on the track, but It's not like how it used to be where you can just come and blow through the field nowadays. So you got to get a good start and be out in front of those guys because we're all so even. But I feel like my conditioning compared to a lot of the guys is strong. I mean, I pushed hard that second moto, the last lap to the checkered flag, and I probably had one of the best average lap times. I haven't looked yet, but it's got to be close. Yeah, I like the track. I like the dirt here, and I was hoping it would be better. I felt good in press day, and I felt good in practice today, and I kind of went away from my kind of technical style in the first moto. I feel like in practice, without the pressure, I can ride smooth and efficient and hop stuff and be a technical guy like how I know I can be. And then we get into the races, and that you kind of throw that out the window because it's so intense. You're battling guys, and and even before the motos, you're trying to hype yourself up, and I've had this chip on my shoulder for a while now, and I've got a big fuel tank and I got a huge fire, and I get a little over my head, maybe a little too angry and pushing stuff a little too hard. No mistakes going down or anything, but I just need to calm down and ride how I know how to ride.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I don't think I would have raced if we didn't have the weekend off, so that did me wonders. And just got back on the bike Tuesday and kind of felt everything out, and everything felt okay. So yeah, I'm still dealing with some soreness, but I think we all are. So I'm just glad to be okay and glad to be back racing. I only missed one round, but it's not fun watching from the hospital bed, that's for sure. So just glad to be back in the mix, and hopefully we can build on this.
All right, welcome back. That's our 250 sound. I was going to talk to Lars to find out how Hunter Lawrence is going forward, but I got the wrong Lars. I got Lars van Berkel here, Lars van Berkel, you showed up to race a national out of nowhere, and you got points today.
Yeah, that's true. I went 1913th.
1913?
Yeah. Nice. So, it was a challenge to get here. I lost all my baggage when I went here, and I put a pipe on my friend's bike. It's a bone stock bike, and I felt like a bit more prepared than last year. So, really cool to be here again.
More prepared than last year?
Yeah, last year I had crashes and everything, taking out some famous people at the start.
Yeah, you knocked down Roger DeCoster at Washougal.
Yeah, I did. So, I try to run at like hot moments of the day in Europe. It's not close to the same humidity, but I just try to stay in a better shape. And because normally it's beach racing, so this is my off season, so I just do this for fun.
Beach races, it's incredible. There might be a beach race coming to America. If we had one, would you do it?
Yeah, call me immediately. I'm coming over.
I got your info. We'll talk about it. 450 class. Congrats, Lars. Thank you. Coming in, getting points in both motos. Kellen, come back in here. So the big story was Chase Sexton coming back, and it turned out to be a comeback ride. Yeah. It was good. I like it, but it wasn't quite, I think, where Chase Sexton certainly wanted to be, and hopefully not where he's going to be going forward.
No, but I feel like we got the signs that, there is going to be some battles, right? Okay. Like, those guys had the pace to at least get closer to him in both motos. And Chase, even though he wasn't close to him really in either moto because he started behind him, I feel like once he got to free air, he could run his pace. He could do the lap times that he was doing. And, maybe Jett was managing, you could say. But I feel like Chase could have gone faster, too. Like, he found lines that worked, and he found ways to catch up to Dylan by the end of the moto. So I think that this is a positive sign that in the next few weeks we're going to start seeing those guys actually race each other up front.
Dylan Ferrandis, much, much better today. And quietly, he was good in his second moto at High Point. So we might have something here. It might be Dylan Danger Zone coming soon.
Yeah, and he mentioned in the press conference, the new Yamaha, he had missed a lot of Supercross. So he still was finding his pace, being back from his concussion, and then he was testing the new bike, feeling comfortable in the new bike. He said in the press conference the week off for him was really big in terms of progress with the bike. They tested different things and stuff like that. And like you said, he challenged him to the end. He's going to give it 100% through the checkered flag, so that was really good. We thought maybe he would get him late, but it was just good back and forth.
It's not quite Dylan Danger Zone yet, but they're getting closer. Let's talk to our 450 riders, including Jason Anderson, who came back, and our podium riders from RedBud.
I'm just focusing forward, just focused on trying to hit my marks. That second one, it took me a little bit to try and find my flow, and it was at the worst time trying to find my flow because Dylan was right there. But no, it's been an awesome season so far, and obviously Chase is going to get better. It's his first race back since round one, so he's obviously hasn't raced in a little while, so he's going to get better and better, and same with Dylan. I mean, from the first round to now, I didn't even know Dylan was there at first. I seen the pit bull and the gap. I'm like, we got to step it up. But awesome season so far. Super pumped, and just make sure we just try and keep those starts good. Because like I said, just makes it a lot easier on myself. Just starting up there is a big key of making it a lot easier on yourself.
You had limited time on the bike. Did you just try to go out there and have a good time or what?
Yeah, basically I had no expectation. I felt like I knew I would have speed. I think in practice I was like P3.
Yep.
And then I knew that I would be capable of, trying to be efficient and ride behind the group. I didn't know if I don't have it in me right now to ride through the group or anything like that. But I knew for me the best thing I could do was just get straight back to racing and try and improve from week to week.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, a lot during that season. The new bike, it took us some time to understand the bike, and that week off was good. We use it a lot. We tested a lot, and yeah, obviously it's better. I feel better on the bike. The first moto was not that great. I spent many time behind Masterpool and never find a way to pass him, and lose too much time and energy. And that second moto, obviously I was behind Jett and tried everything I could to try to pass him, but it was still a little better. So I think there's room to beat him, but we're gonna have to be perfect, and maybe for sure if we can get a better start than him, that would help us a lot. But I think we made a big step this weekend, and we're looking for the next few rounds to do a little bit better again.
The riding should have got you on the podium, I feel like, today.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty bummed in the first moto. Felt like I had third, and I was running into a lot of lappers, and it's hard. They think I look like a lapper or something too, full privateer. They were waving the blue flag at me and stuff too. So I was struggling with the lappers first one, and then rider came to me and took me out, went over the bars really bad in the first moto, and got 6, but I felt like I had 4th or a 3rd in that one, so a little bummed. And then second moto, another really good start, and was running up there, made some suspension changes, so it took me a lap or two to figure it out. And then once I figured out on that lap, I was like, oh boy, I was feeling super good. Felt like I could start clicking off a lot of people. And then my bike blew up, unfortunately, but I guess it's holding up pretty good for a full stock motor. So just pretty bummed. Felt like it could have been a podium ride, but it will take it to Southwick.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be back. This race is super special for me, just being only 2 hours from this place, and the fans were yelling the whole track, no matter what position I was in. So that was awesome. Obviously, it wasn't the result that I wanted today. I didn't get great starts, and ended up falling over second moto, which is on me, and just got to be better than what I was today. So I knew coming in that I was going to be. I got to build back to where I was in Supercross and try and get back to that point. That's the reason I came back, and hopefully we can get there by the end of the year.
What, 10.9 today, I think, or something in there? And better, improved week, right?
Yeah, 10.9 I think for 8th. So it's kind of where I wanted to be for High Point, but it didn't really work out that way. So first moto still wasn't that great. Second moto was better. I made some other suspension changes, and it worked out really well, and tried to latch on to a couple guys in front of me, but last 3 laps I tanked, and I just didn't have anything left. So it's all part of the process. I got to build on it and keep working. So hopefully by maybe Washougal I'll be back maybe 7th. I'd like to anyway. So
First moto, bad start, but came all the way up, and then second moto is probably what you wanted, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the first moto was just, I had an okay jump, just tangled up with some guys in the second turn, and had a pretty close get off quarter way through the track, and I think I was in like 20th. So I was like, man, this is not ideal to be at. And I made my way up into 10th, had a tip over, and I was just kind of by myself riding there, and then someone fell and got in the 9th. But second moto was way better. I got off to a top 5, top 6 start, followed with those top guys, and just hung in there.
Okay, so that's our 450 class. Tough break for Masterpool. Everything was okay. It was just a bike problem in that second moto because he didn't finish.
Yeah, he actually said he did a setup change between motos. The first 2 laps he was a little uncomfortable, so that's why those guys kind of passed him right away. Yeah. But then he said, I figured it out. I was ready to go, and then the bike blew up. And so that it just was pushing off the track, and he was so bummed because he felt like he was going to do better that second moto than what he was doing in the first moto, which is like kind of defending the whole time, right? Like those guys were on him, and he was having to block the lines and stuff. So I think the second moto he felt he could go get them, and he was really bummed that he couldn't do it. So
and Cianciarulo broke his something with the throttle when he crashed and got run over by Masterpool in Moto 1. That's why he didn't finish there. Hey, we got some more fans here. I need you to come on in. So as part of the 50th anniversary of RedBud, we had RedBud Legends. We had a lap. You're Trey Kennard's brother. You're double the size of Trey Kennard. Big Kennard. Trey got to ride one lap.
Yeah, I was actually kind of like his mechanic. I like rode out there with him on the back.
Really?
And I held his bike for him. I actually held Mark Barnett's bike while they're on the podium.
The 77 Suzuki?
Yeah, just chilling back there by myself with everyone else like lined him up on the little berm side, on the side of the track, and I was holding Mark's bike, and I was like, this is pretty cool.
That is cool. But the Legends lap, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. It was actually pretty darn rad to see the different bikes. I mean, Barnett rode an old Suzuki. He wore his old gear.
I do have a story.
6-time. Stanton was like trying to whip with Kennard and Dunge, and Kennard and Dunge are like way more current than Stanton. What's your story?
Trey was saying that he was waving to the crowd, and Dunge like grabbed a handful and roosted him, and he was like, "Dude, I feel like I'm back in. This is my whole career behind Dungy." That's what he said.
Yeah, you know, even amateur days. Yeah, you know, even amateur days. The Dunge Kennard battles have gone on since kid days.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Ice Trey, baby, though.
Yeah, ice trained. Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. He could probably still race. We know. That's going to wrap it from RedBud. You got your vlog going here?
You got the vlog.
You got a better vlog going than Weed Show?
Yep, you already know, man. Check me out.
I do.
I'm the new kid on the block, man.
Where do we watch your show?
El Puppy Jr. on YouTube.
All right, do it. He's taking views away from us all the time, but we're cool.
I didn't finish. Oh, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry. Respect.
It's El Puppy Jr., a.k.a. Young Black Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. the Hood Savior.
That's your YouTube channel?
Nah, that's my name.
What's the YouTube channel?
El Puppy Jr.
So I didn't cut it off. I just didn't know the name was longer, but we got the channel. Okay, El Puppy Jr.
Yeah.
See if he's better than the Weed Show. Thanks for coming. We appreciate the coverage. Finally, we go back to Tommy Tenders. You're supposed to be behind the camera. You got a shirt here. You've been showing off your bootleg merchandise. This is a USA baseball shirt?
Yeah, it's a USA baseball shirt from China, $20 per jersey. I got 7 of them for the cost of 1 jersey, and it's actually falling apart today from how hot it was.
Shocking.
Real Muto, and it says Real Moto with a piece of tape on it, so let's go, RedBud.
Let's go. Hey, Ed, number 10. Shout out to Justin Brayton. Buy real clothing from RacerX on the RacerXbrand.com site, not stuff from China that falls apart in one day at the races.
Yeah, we got new bucket hats, this color. We got khaki color, all new shirts. Check it out.
All right, we're completely losing control of this show. Anyway, thanks to Twisted Tea for the backing. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Let's cheer one more time, everybody. RedBud. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Freddie. Freddie, get in here. Sorry, I had to wrap this show up again. I didn't see you back there. Come meet my friend, Freestyle Freddie Noren. What were you doing on press day?
I mean, just having a good time, bro.
One-handed whips on Larocco's lead.
Well, that was more like just, let's go. I could hear the people. So, press day, I don't care about going fast. I just want to have fun. And I can hear the crowd. So I was like, all right, they got me going. So let's go. All I want to do is just throw whips and have fun. So
Fast Freddy is Saturday. Fun Freddy is Friday.
That's right. From Freddy on Fridays. That's
there was some Fast Freddy Saturday today. Second moto, right?
Yeah. Today was good. 7-8. 7th overall. Moving into 6th place in the standings. So I'm pretty pumped on that. Good thing for the team, the Twisted Tea team. So Suzuki. We're good.
So we got momentum, and you've been good at Southwick before, buddy.
I do like Southwick, and we got to do some testing this week as well. Try to get dialed in even more. So I have high hopes for Southwick. I do love that place. So I'm pretty jazzed up. So, but yeah, I was kind of just hiding back there, being a filler.
That's it.
Yeah,
just body back
yeah,
there.
body.
Jersey on, man. What is this?
Yeah, no.
Matt Rice, our social media guy, is that from today? Yeah, it is. You gave him the jersey.
Yeah, he's number 47, man.
Oh, he showed me some old school. Congratulations.
This for a long time, baby.
Yeah. National 47. All right, that's our show. What do you got some trickery with the camera going here? All right, we're gonna wrap the show up for a second time. Congrats, Freddie.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, one more time, everybody cheer. RedBud! RedBud!